Have you ever wondered? What if Japan had attacked Russia instead of Pearl Harbor? Imagine Japanese armies battling the icy wilds of Siberia, history opening another front in World War II. The real reason Japan never invaded Russia is far more compelling and stranger than you might think. It's 1941. Nazi Germany has unleashed its blitzkrieg on the Soviet Union. Out east, Japan's empire dominates Asia, its military seemingly unstoppable. Russia and Japan share a cold, tense border. As chaos erupts across continents, Japan stops, pondering a fateful choice. Why didn't they invade the Soviet Far East? To understand, we need to look back before the Second World War even began. In 1939, on the remote plains of Khalkhin-Gol, along Mongolia's border, a fierce battle erupted between Japanese and Soviet forces. What began as a minor skirmish quickly turned into a full-scale engagement. Soviet General Zhukov unleashed a coordinated attack with tanks and artillery, overwhelming Japan's outmatched troops. Japanese soldiers, trained for jungle warfare, couldn't stand against well-equipped Soviet armor in the open steppe. The crushing defeat shook Japanese high command deeply and marked a turning point in Japanese military thinking. Never again, they decided, would they underestimate the Red Army. Meanwhile, Hitler wanted Japan to strike Russia from the east and help crush the Soviets, removing the threat of a two-front war for Germany. Tokyo's top brass was divided. Some believed they should strike north and carve out a new empire from Siberia's vast, harsh, frozen expanse. Others argued the real prize lay to the south, the oil-rich colonies of Southeast Asia. In smoky backrooms, generals weighed their options. Siberia's wilderness looked enticing, but memories of Khalkhin-Gol haunted the Japanese leadership. An attack on Russia would be a huge gamble, with memories of lost troops and depleted morale fueling their hesitation. Then Japan and the Soviet Union signed a Neutrality Pact in April 1941. Both sides, busy with wars elsewhere, wanted to avoid another front. The agreement gave Stalin freedom to focus on Hitler's invasion from the West and gave Japan space as they finalized their ambitions. It was a strategic pause, one born out of necessity. But why respect the pact? For Japan, Khalkhin-Gol was not ancient history. It was a stinging military humiliation, a warning that the Soviets would fight bitterly for every inch. Siberia's resources were valuable, but difficult to extract, and the territory even harder to conquer, requiring logistics far beyond what Japan had. Plus, the South offered minerals, essential for their wars, with Western colonies seemingly vulnerable. There was also America. U.S. embargoes choked off Japan's vital oil supplies, and panic spread within imperial command. Securing new sources of energy became vital. Admiral Yamamoto and the Navy argued a southern resource grab was Japan's only chance. If we strike north, we fight for land. If we strike south, we fight for our future, Yamamoto warned. So with the Neutrality Pact holding, Japan invaded Southeast Asia, colliding with Britain, the United States, and their allies. The attack on Pearl Harbor set off a chain reaction that changed the world. Japan's leaders wagered the South offered the quickest path to resources and victory, even as this gamble brought powerful new enemies. Could things have turned out differently? If Japan had invaded Russia, the entire war might have shifted, but history doesn't run on what-ifs. Haunted by Khalkhin-Gol and the need for resources, Tokyo chose caution over conquest. Japan's decision not to invade Russia is a lesson in how fear and memory can shape empires. Sometimes history's turning points come from battles never fought. The boldest act may have been resisting ambition, choosing the path not taken.
This is Bites of Goats, where we don't just talk about history, we learn from it. See you in the next one.